Nashville, Tennessee. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan defense getting set now, coming back onto the field. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Denora Searcy in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and now it's second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Derrick Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. On second down, here's Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. They'll run it again with Miller. Oh, and the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw. Finding time. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
He'll look to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's back to throw. No gain, and it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And it's complete. Henry. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And now they're in the hurry up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And now out comes Houston. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jeff Locke now, standing just outside his own goal line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Texans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.